And so I think we make a mistake thinking that we can read it in other people. The call is much more complex and much more courageous, which is what's going on. It's about being stewards of people's stories. It's about asking you what's going on, believing you when you tell me. And so I think if we want to find our way back to ourselves and to each other, we have to be very curious about stories.
You also define connection in there, and you define connection as a kind of energy.
It is. It's an energy that exists between people when people feel heard and seen and valued, and when that hearing and seeing and valuing is reciprocal. You know, and so even if it's with my kids and they're like, oh my God, this hard thing happened at school, am I jumping in and advice giving and telling them what to do, or am I just being with them in the emotion and being connected to them? You know, and sometimes I'll say, what does help look like for me right now? Do you want some ideas? No, I just want you to hear what happened. And so I think it's about the intention. Am I trying to leverage emotion? Am I trying to make things more comfortable for me? Or am I really trying to be with someone else in their issue, to listen to their story about what it's like to be in their shoes and to believe them? And that's where we lose empathy, because you tell me the story of something that happened to you in your shoes, and I'm like, no, come on, Joshua, It couldn't have been that bad. Do you think you're being sensitive? So here I am, white, straight, Texan. What you explained to me would not have been my experience. So rather than building narrative trust with you, I'm taking over the narrative because I don't believe you, because what you explained is not my lived experience. And that's what we do every single day.
What gives you hope that we're going to find ways back to one another, that we're going to find ways to reconnect, that we're going to find ways to kind of get out of our own way and get results, get results for the things that we say we want? What gives you hope?
Love. Love gives me hope. I think that, Bell Hooks talks about lovelessness as this, not just a micro issue, but a macro issue in culture and community. And I think we've been going through a time of great lovelessness. And I think people are starting to feel the impact of living in lovelessness. And so what I'm hopeful about, I think, is the drive to experience love for self, for others, for our communities, is so part of our DNA. I'm hopeful that our yearning for love will teach us to be gentler with ourselves and each other.